Yes.
0.85.
Yes.
So close to 197. Oh, yes. You know what? There were some great things from our performance. I thought that we started off with adversity. 1 hour before we were supposed to leave, we find out Abby can't travel. And it was a plug and play situation. So it was Emily's going to step in on floor, Winter's going to step in on vault, and Shallon's going to step in on beam. But there wasn't even an ounce of worry, because that's what we've been training for, is that we want number 7, 8, and 9 to be as powerful and as successful and confident as 1 through 6, so that we can have that opportunity when it presents itself, number 1. And number 2, that they're continuing to push number 1 through 6 to want to get better.
Mm-hmm. What went into the decision to throw only 5 on vault instead of 6?
Great question, actually. So Winter had planned to warm up and compete. And when we were in warm-ups, she kind of felt something very awkward in her knee. And I kept looking at her, feeling like, you're not walking on it, you're not giving 100%, but we really need you for beam. Mm-hmm. So I kind of talked with her. I said, here's my plan. Let's go 5 up, 5 count. If you have to throw a vault because something happens, I know that you can and I know that you will, but let's not risk it. And so I went to the vault team and I said, all right, let's go 5 up, 5 count and make it where Winter doesn't even have to go. Mm-hmm. And the reason it would have been an issue if Abby was there, and Maddie is not quite there. We've been training a new vault for Maddie, the 1.5, but it's not ready, and we hadn't been training the full, so there was too much risk versus reward, right? Mm-hmm. So when Shallon went 9.75, I said to myself, ooh, but am I going to take a risk on Winter not being able to do beam for half a 10? Because mm-hmm. Winter's vault probably would have gone about 9.8. So the rationale was 5 up, 5 count, we're sticking to it, let's go rock floor and then rock beam. I felt like we did a really good job on floor. Same thing went into play. I wanted Emily to be able to have the shot to be able to get out there. She was about 1 week ready from what I wanted her to be at, but I also felt like we needed to take advantage. So it was 5 up, 5 count. The girls did a great job, and it allowed Emily to go and be able to do it freely and not be worrying that like this score is a difference maker and us going into the last event ahead or not. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But normally, ideally, it's always 6.
Oh, absolutely. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And if you ever get an exhibition, you're going to see us trying to put 7 out there, because I want the ladies that work so hard to be given an opportunity if it presents. Mm-hmm. And that's why I always take up any exhibition that we possibly can.
Is Abby all good now? Feeling better?
Yes, she's doing fine. We'll see how today goes, but she seems to be fine. And it's funny because she didn't test positive for the flu, which is going on around like crazy, but all of her symptoms lean toward this. And he's like, you can't go on a 30-seater plane with that bug, because it could just, you have 4 or 5 people go down with the flu, you're in trouble on any team.
And then Lexi went all around. Yeah. Did Abby not going factor into that, or was she good to go regardless?
No, honestly, Lexi wasn't going to do floor, and then she felt really good, and I had asked her on Thursday night, I'm like, do you think you could, or maybe it was Friday at lunch, one of those times, and she goes, I feel really good today. I'm like, all right, well, I'd like you to do floor if you think you can do it. And she goes, I'm in.
Thank you.